Did I tell you about the time one of my students called me senpai in the middle of class?
No.
And I like got really close to failing him for the day.
You have told me, but I'd really like it if you said it again.
Which day was this? Was this the Bromination day when they tried to bribe me into doing the lab for them? I think it was. So I have like a really problematic Friday section that I teach for my lab. There's this one student named Nate who has like this beautiful reputation of being in my class, where he's gotten into other like arguments with other students because I don't know if this is like as a joke, but he's like convinced he's like my favorite student. And it's like every time he walks in the room, I'm just like, could you please not fucking ruin my life for like 5 minutes? And it's like, it's been a thing that like every time we start a lab, we'll get like maybe 10 minutes in, and then this dude will find the worst set of words to possibly say in the middle of the lab. They'll be like getting their reagents, and he'll just like yell from like across the room to like one of his lab partners. He'll be like, "Yeah, no, it's about right. It's not an exact science." And we'll be working with like volatile chemicals, and I just turn around and I'm like, "No, please, for the love of God." And for the bromination lab, like if you've ever, well, no one here has ever worked with bromine because you shouldn't. The thing with bromine is that
what the thing with bromine is that you're supposed to like. You're supposed to sniff it, but the problem is you don't want the teacher to know that you're doing so. So you gotta like hide the fact that you've got like a yellow mustache. It's kind of like when you drink milk, except it's yellow.
Oh, that's chlorine. Bromine is brown. Bromine, like chlorine, will kill you horrifically dead if you breathe it or ingest it in any way. So it's very important for like the TAs to impress on their students that they really shouldn't fuck around with the bromine, because if they spill it on like their hand, they'll die.
What do you mean, bro?
So like the lab starts, and like it's after I've given like, you know, all the instructions and all the safety warnings, and I was like really stressing like, you really can't fuck around with the bromine. I was like, I like kind of didn't want to tell them like what would happen if they spilled the bottle of bromine, because I was kind of afraid that one of them would get wise and just do it anyways. Because the protocol, if they drop the bottle of bromine, is that we have to evacuate the wing.
That would be quite a story to tell someday.
It's not even a story, it's just like some student dropped the fucking bottle and it ruined that day's lab. But
the great
They drop the bottle, they fail the lab. That's it.
Yes, that's the rule. I should have said that. I should have fucking said that. There will be no makeup, you just fail.
Like, if someone dies, doesn't mean everybody else in the class gets an A?
No, I don't know who started that rumor. You sign a waiver at the very beginning of the semester that if you die, it's your own fault.
So will you technically get away with murder then?
No, because it's their fault. I warned them, and I told them that after the instruction. Because someone did that same fucking bit. They were like, wait, but if someone dies, don't we, like, automatically get A's? I'm like, no, you signed a waiver that no one but yourself is liable for you dying in this lab because you've been instructed on what to do. They're like, but what if we, like, do something on accident? And it's like, yeah, I literally told you to not do that thing you just described. I gave all those instructions, and then, like, the fucking student, Nate, he just, like, comes up to me and he's like, hey, Akil, like, yeah. He's like, why do I get the feeling that, like, you take the safety in this lab, like, way more seriously than, like, anyone else in this room? And I was like, why did you say that? Like, not even, like, how did you
Why are you outing yourself?
Yeah, just, why did you say this? That is, like, the worst thing you could have said to me in this lab at this particular moment, while someone is literally holding a bottle of bromine right fucking behind you. So, I'm going around and making sure the students don't fucking kill themselves. And then I noticed that, like, I'm standing on one side of the room for a particularly longer amount of time, and I'm sitting on the other side of the room. I realize it's because Nate and his fucking lab partner keep managing to spill the goddamn bromine. Literally every 5 fucking seconds. They're whoops. And like, I have to keep cleaning it up after that. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude. It's like, can we please fucking figure this shit out. And then it was like, I'm trying to like deal with like some questions in the middle of the room, and then like one of the students named Remy, she like peeks over the like her little like desk, because it's like a little wall. She was like, "Hey, Akil." I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "How much cash in my pocket do I need to give you for you to just do this for me?" The fuck did you just say? And she was like, "How much money do I give you, and you do the lab?" I was like, did you just bribe? You attempt to bribe your TA, and then like both the students next to her are just like, "Yes, now come over here and do the fucking lab." I'm like, "No, I'm not doing that." And it's like, "But don't you want to see us like, you know, like not die?" And I'm like, "That's independent of my paycheck." And then that's when they went off to like go do something, and then they got into a conversation with Nate, and then Nate was like, no, we need to like he's saying like really loud so that I can hear it on like the other side of the desk. He's just like, we need to like, you know, really show that we appreciate our TA. We need to like get like shirts that say like Akil's like the best TA, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, and then he looks over and looks me dead in the eyes. And he's just like, anything for you, my senpai. And I fucking broke. I like crumpled. I like was just slumped against like a table. And I couldn't move. Everything had just shattered around me. He's literally like, what is he doing? And then like one of the other students was like, I think you broke him. I think she's literally just like, I think you finally got to him. That was a weird day.